Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Medic Regional Blood Center. You see their website right there. There is no greater gift you can give back to your community than the gift of life-saving blood. There are about 27 area hospitals that are supplied by Medic. Those are your neighbors. Visit medicblood.org to learn more. Give blood, and it's simple and easy to do. You can go right down to Ayler Avenue or go one of their mini blood drives. All right. This is Quick Slants. Usually I let everybody just say their own thing. Not today. We got too much to cover. I'm giving you questions. Chuck. Cannot believe I'm asking this. Is another 0-8 SEC season a real possibility for this team?
Unfortunately, yes. And I think that's another reason why the Florida game is so important, because two things I'd say, John. There's going to be several games where you feel like Tennessee is going to need to score at least 31 points against some of these offenses to have a chance to win. How many SEC games after this would Tennessee be the favorite?
Right.
I don't know. So, yes, it is a real possibility just based on those two factors.
Okay. Jimmy, there are rumors out there that Philip Fulmer has started watching game tape of the offensive lineman. Practice, he's kind of talking to the offensive lineman, pointing some things out, meeting with the offensive line coach, that kind of stuff. That's out there. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, if it's happening and I were him, I wouldn't admit it, based on the way the line's played. There's a fine line there. I do think he has watched film with some of the coaches. I think he's been asked to do that by Pruitt. That's okay. Yep. If you're at practice and you're telling a player, hey, I think you need to hustle, I think you're okay. If you're saying you're stepping with the wrong foot, you're not doing this or you're not doing that, then I think you got a problem. That is coaching. That would be an NCAA violation. I don't know if he's doing that or not. I've heard rumors too. I'm not sure. But I do think he's watched film with the coaches, which I think is okay.
If he's asked to do any of that, that's good to do. You know, right. My number one concern has always been, what is that Fulmer-Pruitt relationship going to be? How does a guy respond? Do you feel like you're looking over my shoulder? Or, let's see how that goes. Josh. Got a little picture for you here. There you go. We've even got Motley Crue going behind us. Home sweet home. That's a picture from Blake Topmeyer from the Knoxville News Sentinel, free plug. That was a shot right before kickoff.
Where's everybody?
Yeah, exactly. Where was they? Will UT have a full-throated home field advantage versus Florida?
I think Tennessee's going to have a big home field advantage. Part of it because it is a night game for Tennessee. I think you're going to have a build-up to the game. You're going to have the 1998 National Championship team. And I think the Florida game is the biggest selling point, but I think fans are going to say, I want to see that 98 team being honored. So I think that's going to be a part of it. I do think this past weekend, Saturday, I think four-letter U fatigue had set in from ETSU to UTEP, that fans are ready to get a real opponent in the Neyland Stadium, and Florida will be a real opponent.
I will say this, the student section is requested at least a couple thousand more than their allotment, which is a good sign.
It is a good sign, and I can't blame anybody for, if you're going to schedule trash, I wouldn't be over there either. All right, Bob, some folks are starting to question Jeremy Pruitt, Ty Helton, and Will Friend, among other coaches. Don't you agree that 3 games is plenty of time to judge these guys?
No, I had them judge first quarter against West Virginia. No, I think if you want to judge these coaches, probably October of 2020 would be about a good time to be able to say, yeah, they're moving them in the right direction, or no, they're not moving them in the right direction. So, no, 3 games. Let these guys get a couple of seasons under their belt. They may be horrible, they may be great, but just let them get a couple of seasons before you go off.
I can't believe as many coaches as Tennessee has gone through. It's amazing that you have to remind people of this, but let's go to a reminder here. It takes time. Scott Frost. Why didn't we get Scott Frost? Well, he's gone to Nebraska and lost to Colorado and Troy. He's 0-2. Chip Kelly, remember when they were wasted? Why aren't you firing Butch Jones now? We can get Chip Kelly. He'll turn us. He's 0-3 with losses to Cincinnati, Oklahoma, and last night blown out by Fresno State. Willie Taggart at Florida State, well, he's 1-2. He's lost to Virginia Tech, got thumped by Syracuse, but he did escape Samford, not Stanford, Samford last week. So it takes time. One last thing for you right here. Don't believe the hype. That's not Chuck C on the right, that's Chuck D. If you're wondering how Tennessee has done against these, after playing these weak foes, I went back to 2009. The last 12 times you've played an FBS team, a Power 5 team, after playing an FCS team or a 4-win foe, you are 2-10. So if you fall in love and think, well, I think they got some stuff fixed. I think this is better. Yeah, just look at that list. It doesn't translate. Don't believe the hype. And when we come back, we got the Cavaleris line. I will just say this to my 17-year-old self. You just got Motley Crue and Public Enemy in the same TV show. Come on back for our Cavaleris line. Beat the house.